Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to you about one of the most powerful and transformative forces in life, the ability to break the patterns that limit our growth. Each of us has created patterns of thought, behavior, and belief over the years. These patterns, though once formed with good intention or out of necessity, and we serve to underpress a beauty, then blight into Bourdon or Aries, can often become the very chains that hold us back from reaching our full potential. The question is, how do we break free? The answer lies within the mind. Your mind is your greatest asset. Every pattern, every habit, every behavior you possess started with a thought. If your current patterns no longer serve your greater purpose, it is essential to first change the way you think. The key to breaking any pattern begins with the thought that you are capable of change. But thinking alone isn't enough. It requires action. It is one thing to decide you want to change, and another to force yourself to take the necessary steps to make that change a reality. You see, the difference between the successful and the unsuccessful is not always talent, but the power to make decisions and to act on them without hesitation. You must decide, and then you must act. Let me tell you something critical. The only way to truly break free from the old patterns that bind you is through self-discipline. Without it, your desire for change will remain nothing more than a fleeting thought. Change is not easy. It requires consistent effort, even when you don't feel like it. The process will challenge you, but persistence is the force that transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary results. Son, when you decide to change, you will face fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, and fear of discomfort. But here's the secret. Fear is a signal. It tells you that you are about to do something that will move you out of your comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. Embrace the fear and let it be the fuel that propels you forward. In this process of breaking patterns, attitude is everything. A negative mindset will only reinforce the same limiting patterns. But a positive mental attitude that expects success, visualizes accomplishment, visualizes a Catholic sign, and remains focused on the goal will ensure that you keep moving forward even when things get tough. Success is not a random event. It is a habit. Success happens daily through deliberate, conscious effort. As you begin to break old patterns, you will replace them with new habits that align with your desires. This is the process of continuous improvement, and it begins with the small changes you make every single day. Now, there's something else you must realize. You are not alone in this. Surround yourself with those who will challenge you, encourage you, and help you see things from a different perspective. A group of like-minded individuals, a mastermind, will help you stay accountable and open new doors of possibility that you could not have imagined alone. Your imagination holds the power to create new realities. As you begin to break free from your old patterns, envision the life you desire. Picture yourself acting with confidence, living with purpose, and achieving the very things you thought were out of reach. Your imagination is not just for dreaming, it is for creating. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. But above all, you must remember this. Your decision to change is the pivotal moment that unlocks everything. The moment you commit to breaking the patterns that have held you back, you open the floodgates to your future. A decision is the gateway to transformation. So, I challenge you today, force yourself to break the pattern. Force yourself to step outside your comfort zone. Force yourself to make decisions that lead to action, to persist in the face of challenges, and to maintain a positive attitude regardless of obstacles. The life you desire is waiting for you, but only if you have the courage to take that first step and refuse to go back. Your mind is the greatest asset you possess, far more valuable than any material wealth or external success. Every action you take, every decision you make, starts with a single thought. In fact, the thoughts you entertain on a daily basis shape the very foundation of your reality. Your beliefs, your habits, your relationships, and even your circumstances are a reflection of the thoughts that you allow to dominate your mind. Think about it for a moment. When you choose to focus on positive and empowering thoughts, you create an internal environment that fosters confidence, possibility, and success. Conversely, if you allow negativity, fear, and doubt to take up residence in your mind, you unconsciously build walls around yourself that limit your potential. The mind is like a garden. What you plant and nurture within it will eventually grow and bloom. The earth can garner whether those seeds are of success or failure. The power of thought is not just a philosophical concept, it is a law of nature. Your thoughts are like magnet. There is a golden law written into the very fabric of success. You must focus on yourself with unwavering intensity. Too many lives are wasted because attention is divided. Opinions are chased and comparisons are drawn. But the man or woman who wins in life is the one who understands that the real battlefield is within their own mind, not in the world outside. You must decide today to make your own progress your chief aim. When you turn your eyes inward, you claim your power. When you measure your worth by your own vision, not by the standards of others, you become unstoppable. But you are the architect of your destiny. No one will lay the bricks for you, and no one will dig the foundation. It is your hands, your mind, and your spirit that must build the empire you seek. Guard your energy like treasure. Every second spent worrying about another's opinion, every moment lost in envy or comparison, the comperians of fold waries, Izeri, is wealth stolen from your future. Energy invested in yourself multiplies. Energy wasted on others' affairs drains you dry. Understand this. Your thoughts are your riches. Whatever occupies your mind occupies your life. Fill it with plans, with belief, with determination, and you will construct a fortune that no man can take away. A mind divided cannot conquer. Focus must be absolute. Focus must be ruthless. If you wish to climb the mountain, you cannot waste time arguing about who walks faster. You must look ahead, plant your feet firmly, and ascend. There is no greater conquest than the conquest of self. Master your emotions. Master your discipline. Master your vision. Those who rule themselves will eventually rule their circumstances. And remember, every inch you grow today plants a seed for greatness tomorrow. Every hour you invest in developing your mind, your character, your skills, comes back multiplied in your future victories. Success begins when you decide, with absolute clarity, what you want from life. Without a definite purpose, the mind drifts, pulled in 1,000 different directions by the opinions, desires, and distractions of others. A man without a goal is like a ship without a rudder, at the mercy of every passing wind and current. But once you fix your purpose firmly in your mind, it becomes your guiding star, your reason for every action. Personal focus is the fire that fuels this journey. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot build your dream while watching others build theirs. All your thoughts, all your energy, all your willpower must be directed toward your own definite aim. The more focused you become, the faster you move. The world steps aside for the man who knows where he is going and refuses to be sidetracked by anything or anyone. Every triumph you seek in the outer world must first be one within. Success does not begin with luck, nor with the approval of others. It begins in the quiet chambers of your own mind. It is shaped by the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the persistence you command. You cannot build a mansion on a shaky foundation, and you cannot build a successful life without first mastering your inner world. The man who strengthens his character, disciplines his mind, and nurtures unwavering faith in his vision will find that circumstances bend to his will. External victories are merely reflections of internal victories. To seek success without first cultivating it within yourself is to chase shadows. Real riches, real power, real achievement, they are born when you accept full responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and actions. The world outside will only mirror the greatness you first establish inside. Nothing cripples ambition faster than the habit of comparison. When you measure your worth by the achievements, possessions, or status of others, you shift your focus from creation to criticism. Progress demands your full attention, your full energy, and your unwavering belief in your own unique path. Each moment spent envying another's success is a moment stolen from building your own. No two lives are identical. No two dreams are exactly alike. To compare is to doubt your own course, and doubt is poison to achievement. Success belongs to those who fix their gaze firmly on their own purpose, undistracted by the noise around them. The only competition worth considering is the one between who you were yesterday and who you are determined to become today. Growth is personal, destiny is personal, and the man who understands this moves forward with a power no outside influence can disturb. Your life is not determined by chance, by fate, or by the decisions of others. It is crafted moment by moment by your own thoughts, choices, and actions. You are the architect, the builder, and the master planner of your destiny. Every belief you hold lays a brick. Every decision you make shapes a wall. Every action you take constructs the life you will one day live. There are no accidents on the road to success. There is only the blueprint you create and